Authorities are narrowing in on two far-right extremist groups, the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys, as they investigate what happened on January 6th. Members of the two groups make up a really small part of the more than 300 people who've been arrested so far, but they've become very much central targets for the Justice Department as they try to figure out what level of planning and coordination had been going on that day. And what we found as we looked through the court documents, there's been evidence emerging in recent hearings and court documents that show how authorities believe these two groups, or at least some members of these two groups, were planning and coordinating with one another in the days and weeks leading up to January 6th. Authorities have lots of internal communications, social media messages, text messages. In the case of the Oath Keepers, during the siege, some of the extremists were actually communicating over an encrypted messaging app called Zello. So they have all of those discussions as well. And they show, for the Oath Keepers, for example, that they were preparing for January 6th very much as if they were heading to war. So if there's evidence of advanced planning, I guess it could make it harder to argue that Trump's speech on January 6th was solely responsible for inciting the rioters. Certainly, his defense attorneys tried to raise that issue during his impeachment trial, and they said, there's evidence that these extremist groups were going to do this. So his speech certainly can't be responsible for that.